We are so fortunate in Georgia to have some of the best companies and leaders guiding diversity and inclusion in Georgia. These organizations and leaders represent purpose and foster thriving working environments and cultures. TAG is committed to honoring those companies and individuals who demonstrate exceptional efforts to advance diversity and inclusion in their organization and embrace the excellence of all employees and the positive outcome of both the workplace and in the communities. So please join me in welcoming our very own Adam Moore, TAG Diversity and Inclusion Society Chair and VP of Senior Supplier Diversity Manager for Truist, to share with us more about TAG Diversity and Inclusion Leadership Awards 2020.
Thank you, Phyllis. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. As the awards chair for Converge and the chair for the TAG D&I Society, our goal is to recognize outstanding companies and organizations and their leadership that have done a considerable job in improving all things diversity and inclusion right here in Georgia. Now, I'd like to spotlight the 2020 Inclusion Innovation of the Year finalists and announce the winners for the small and mid-sized market, nonprofit, and educational companies and organizations and their categories. These finalists stood out in their efforts in their dedication to growing their company culture and developing initiatives to foster inclusion. Thank you to Deluxe for sponsoring the Inclusion Innovator of the Year for Small and Mid-Market Award. Here are a few words from Jane Elliott.
I'm Jane Elliott, Chief Communications and HR Officer with Deluxe, and we are a proud sponsor of TAG's Converge 2020 event. Deluxe is a trusted business company, a technology company, that helps businesses pay and get paid and operate more efficiently, and we have done so for over 100 years. At Deluxe, we feel diversity and inclusion is super important because it's really the power of our people that make Deluxe successful. And we can only have that successful workforce if it is a diverse and inclusive bunch. At Deluxe, we've put in a lot of programs to foster this and really drive it home in our culture and everyday life. And that includes lots of different opportunities for training, employee resource groups of all types that really encourage all types of participation regardless of what the group is called or what it supports. And so at Deluxe, D&I is important, and I hope you feel so too. So now I'm going to pass this over to Adam to introduce the award for the Inclusion Innovator of the Year Award for Small and Mid-Market. Thanks. Adam?
Thank you to Deluxe. Thank you, Jane. We will begin with our Inclusion Innovator of the Year Small and Mid-Market Companies. The finalists are Higher Ground, Holberg Financial, JBN Consulting, and Pyramid Consulting. And the winner is JBN Consulting.
Our Inclusion Innovator of the Year Small and Mid-Market Companies. The finalists are
Now we will honor the finalists for the Inclusion Innovator of the Year Nonprofit
That's why I was
and
not worried, because I had done the slides.
Organization by State Farm.
And the winner is
Our finalists are Community and Schools, Inroads, Inc., Russell Center for Innovation, and Tech Sassy Girls. And the winner is Tech Sassy Girls. Congratulations to JBN Consulting and Tech Sassy Girls and all the other finalists for today's categories. Please join us tomorrow for the announcement of the Inclusion of the Innovator of the Year for the Large and Enterprise categories, to include also D&I Leader of the Year and D&I Global Executive of the Year after the content sessions tomorrow at 12:25 p.m. Thank you.
Wow, welcome back. What a great set of sessions. And thank you again to all of our moderators and all of our panelists We're so grateful and appreciative. You know, yesterday we shared Diversity and Inclusion Innovation of the Year awards for small and mid-market companies and nonprofit higher education. Congratulations once again to JVM Consultant and Tech Sassy Girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so grateful for and this, you know, this is just an incredible awards for you guys as well. So today we're going to continue to highlight more great companies and leaders guiding diversity and inclusion in Georgia. So please join me again in welcoming Adam Moore to share the finalists for 2020 again.
Phyllis, thank you so much for that introduction. Again, good afternoon, everybody. I am Adam Moore, the Vice President and Senior Supplier Diversity Manager at the newly formed Truist Bank. As the awards chair for Converge and the TAG D&I Society, it is our goal to recognize outstanding companies, organizations, and leaders doing amazing things within diversity and inclusion right here in Georgia. Now, I'd like to spotlight today the 2020 Inclusion Innovator of the Year finalists and announce our winners for the large and enterprise companies, the D&I Leader of the Year, and the D&I Global Executive of the Year. These finalists stood out for their efforts and their dedication to growing their company culture and developing initiatives to foster inclusion in their firms. We'll begin with our Inclusion Innovator of the Year for large and enterprise companies sponsored by Truist. Our finalists are Fiserv, MailChimp, Truist Financial, and VMware. And the winner is VMware. VMware was selected as the winner of the Large and Enterprise Award category because they believe that the power of human difference. In order to harness this power, they make D&I a business priority. VM Inclusion requires all of VMware to work together to create an environment where everyone feels heard, respected, and valued. They are committed to ongoing unconscious bias education and how to block bias in the workplace. Also, partnering with Stanford, VMware has created a power to empower women, men, and gender non-conforming individuals to be change agents. Also, they have several metrics and measurements implemented to monitor and communicate progress to foster an inclusive attitude at VMware. They do this through a D&I dashboard, they're able to self-identify in Workday, the Voice of VMware Employee Survey, and an inclusion survey. Now, a few words from our winner, Mr. Ben Grimes from VMware.
Thank you so much. Very honored to accept this award on behalf of VMware. We're very proud of the work that we've been doing internally on our D&I initiatives, both here locally in Georgia in our Atlanta offices, but as you spoke about our global activities around D&I. D&I is really a cornerstone of who we are as a company. The focus on it comes directly from the top of the company through our EPIC values that each and every person and employee of VMware follows. While we've done a lot through our Power of Diversity programs, the pods to extend our leadership trainings around the business and employee benefits of a diverse and inclusive culture, this is truly a journey. We've not finished that journey by any means, as it is a continued maturation within our business, but this recognition encourages us that we are on the right path and making an impact both for the company, but in the community as well. So thank you again for this honor. It's very, very appreciative. Thank you.
And congratulations again, Ben and VMware and everybody there for the job that you're doing to support and encourage your DE&I initiatives. Congratulations again. But now we're going to move on to our finalists of the D&I Leader of the Year Award. And our finalists are Paquel Austin, VP Engineering and Release Management at Deluxe, Gail Burgos, Senior Diversity and Inclusion Manager at TSYS, Maria Lumus, Global Cloud Sales Program Manager and Diversity and Inclusion Leader at VMware. And the winner is Gail Burgos at TSYS. Congratulations to Gail, the Senior Supplier Diversity and Inclusion Manager at TSYS, for being selected as our 5th annual D&I Leader of the Year. concluding a 3-year roadmap for 2018 to 2020 and overseeing a program for the entire enterprise of 24,000 leaders and team members worldwide. From scratch, she developed and implemented an entire program, worked with executive leaders to form an executive diversity council, which consisted on diverse leaders and areas within the company itself. A successful launch of employee resource groups, their charters led in various locations, a planned calendar of efforts that aligned with their business and community sponsorships and also with other nonprofit organizations. But since the pandemic, they have also hosted Motivational Mingle with thousands of women and men across the company sharing words of encouragement and tips on coping with current events. Membership has increased over the past 6 months due to these sessions. Also, she's conducted an enterprise survey that has inclusion and diversity indexes incorporated, also leveraging pulse surveys to gather feedback and responses. An I&D dashboard developed to provide metric reporting for workplace and leadership by gender and ethnicity. The dashboard is also available by each executive and business line. Their ERG motto is to educate, influence, and celebrate. They continue their partnership with the school systems, which they have done for the past 4 years, hosting Project Share Internship, a program for students with special needs, and at the end of the internship, offer employment, many of them making salaries, having benefits, and no longer dependent on state funding. Gail, thank you so much. And now a few words from our winner, Ms. Gail Burgos.
Thank you so much for this honor, and thank you and congratulations to all of the finalists. As we all know that are in this work, it's definitely takes a village to make all of this happen. And so it's not alone that any of this has occurred. I've had tremendous support from our leadership, which all of us know is so important to any successful program. You have to have the commitment from the executives. And so having that has been phenomenal with all of the partnerships with the leadership and the team members, really to create a sense of belonging in this environment. So thank you all again for the honor and for the acknowledgement for myself and for Global Payments. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Gail, thank you again so much. And thank you also to all of our winners. It has been an honor to be the chair of this year's awards committee, to read all of the applications, to see the work that is being done in our communities, to see the intentionality, to see the boldness to lead. We thank all of you, from everybody who has been an honoree to the winners, to those who have submitted applications. The field was so tight in so many different areas. It was truly an honor to serve this year as the chair of the awards committee and to see such fine representation right here in Georgia. Our local leaders, our local firms, our local companies stepping up, stepping out boldly. It has been such an encouragement to be part of this process. But now on to our final award. And this is going to be for our D&I Global Executive of the Year. And this year, it goes to Charlene Thomas. Charlene is the Chief Human Resources Officer at UPS, and she is being honored for her broad range of accomplishments and contributions across UPS and its global ecosystem. As Chief Human Resources Officer for UPS, Charlene Thomas guides UPS's transformation and human resources initiatives to optimize its talent, leadership, and culture for the company's more than 528,000 employees worldwide. Charlene helped form an Equity, Justice, and Action Task Force, a cross-functional leadership team of UPSers charged with exploring, evaluating, and expediting internal and external solutions that combat racism by promoting justice and equality in key areas where systematic racism persists and UPS is best positioned to move the needle. Charlene also was instrumental in resurrecting the UPS Scholars Program. The UPS Foundation provides scholarships to various organizations, colleges, and universities. Each of these organizations partner with colleges that have historically focused on bringing diverse individuals into the corporate climate. Prior to the pilot of the UPS Scholars Program, diverse candidates that received UPS scholarships and were interested in interning with UPS had no defined pathway for their opportunities. Her role as the Chief Human Resources Officer and key member of the Diversity and Inclusion Steering Council, Charlene has within her purview the aspirational goals of women globally and minorities in the U.S. The goals are referred to as aspirational to emphasize that the emphasis is on a positive approach, including outreach, training, and inclusion, while selecting the best candidates and preparing future candidates for success. Unfortunately, Charlene could not join us today, but I can tell you from having known her, knowing the D&I program at UPS, working closely with them on several different initiatives between our two companies, this is an honor that is well-deserved. Charlene, we cannot thank you enough for all that you have done, not just for us here in Atlanta, but for our nation and also worldwide, representing the underrepresented in those places, helping lower barriers and bring opportunities to people who may not have had them in the first place. We thank you, congratulate you, and it is our honor as a society to honor you with the D&I Global Executive of the Year Award this year. So again, congratulations to everyone. We really cannot thank you enough for participating in our awards event this year. We look forward to next year. We look forward to the next group of award finalists. We look forward to a very competitive field one more time. And again, thank you all so much. It has been an honor serving this year, and I'll turn the stage back over to Phyllis. Thank you all so very, very much.